Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big
touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson, and the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. On 1st and 10, Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Cousins now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll run with Madison. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage on the outside. And my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Draw play, Madison. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going on the ground with Madison. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some space here. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. and the lead will stay put at 17.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
On first down, Smith. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it. Ticks to go in this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first and 10, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, it's Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to try that one free.
On third down, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Joseph's got it.
And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you
apologies to Coach, cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action, ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll try for the first with, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll go Madison up the middle. They find some open field here.
90 yards here from Madison. He's got a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They'll run it with Madison. And finding room to work, he's down the 2-yard line. To pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fields this way up at the 17. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Smith.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a give to Madison. Room here to run.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Throwing is Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Madison diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. The first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a lot. Add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
A solid stiff arm. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And the Vikings are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here we go. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly